Well, I've been hunting with Nathan all season long, and he gave me a call one day and invited me up to one of his own farms, which a brother would do, invite somebody, you know, to come up and to hunt. I had to work that night, and I had to drive clean for 3 hours just to get there in time to hunt, but I wasn't going to pass it up.
Scott and I, we've known each other for 10, 15 years, I think, is kind of what it's been. Ever since we started playing baseball together back in Junior Legion. We always loved to turkey hunt, and I mean, when turkey season comes around, that's all we do. Anytime that Scott and I, or any of my friends really, I mean, it doesn't matter. I just like to hunt with Scott because we kind of hunt the same, and you know, we kill birds.
Blood brothers, an ancestral bond between like-minded individuals that share one passion. New Breed TV, brought to you by Cherokee Sports. Blood Brothers TV, share your passion.
Well, I've known Nathan for 15, 20 years now. Happened to meet Nathan through baseball. I played Legion ball in the town that he's from, and once I was on the team, we became good friends. Our parents become good friends to each other, and we just kind of started hanging out after that and found out that each of us like to hunt and fish. We've been doing it ever since then, and we don't miss a season, whether it be deer, turkey, fishing, anything, any kind of a season. Golf, we used to golf together a lot. We do everything together. He's basically another brother to me is what it boils down to.
Grew up in a little town in northeast Missouri, Shelbina, Missouri, and went to grade school there, and you know, that's where everything kind of started for me for farm life. And about 7th, 8th grade, we moved to Hannibal, Missouri, there on the Mississippi River, and you know, ended up having to live in town, but I still, you know, always wanted to go and be outdoors, and you know, whether it was chasing turkeys or whatever with my buddies. But
behind him, and then there's just one still got one to our left.
Went to high school there, Hannibal. You know, when I got out of high school, went to college for a you know, fine arts degree, but you know, there's not a whole lot of money in drawing pictures, pencil drawings or painting. So I went into construction with my uncle and actually moved back to Shelbina for a little while, and we started building, you know, houses, remodeling, doing all that kind of stuff. And you know, the best thing about that job is, you know, we were pretty flexible on ours. So, you know, I could go hunting when I wanted to, or, you know, we could work late in the day and chase turkeys in the morning and still get those hours in. You know, when you watch a bird come in for, you know, that's 200-300 yards, and he's gobbling and strutting the whole way, and you know, sometimes you get to thinking about it, I think, a little bit too much.
There's a little rise out there. Yeah. I ain't so sure you ain't seen it yet.
You know, I don't care who you are, but you know, everybody's gonna miss one time or another. You know, it just so happened that Scott missed while I was filming him, and you know, and I don't know what it was. I mean, it could have been pressure. It could have been there was a bird at 10 yards and it was off to the side, and it wasn't a great shot opportunity, but you know, it don't matter. Either way, we missed.
Blood Brothers TV will be right back.
Blood Brothers, to me, means folks all across the country sharing the same love for the same thing. It's the tie that binds. It's the thing we all have in common. Thus, the definition, Blood Brothers. We may not know each other, we may not have ever talked, but because of our love for what we do in the outdoors, we're all blood brothers. We're all kin. Anybody that you see, anywhere you happen to travel, if he's got camouflage on, if he's got a sticker on his truck or whatever, if you're in a parking lot somewhere and you got a flat tire, that would be the first person you'd go to. He'd be the guy that you could count on helping you out. You would have that common bond, even though you never knew the guy. We all look for that enjoyment that we find in the outdoors, our time off. You know, whether you take vacation time to go hunting or whether it's what you do for a living or whatever it is, it's the same for all of us. It's the desire, it's the enjoyment we get out of that. It's all of it. Our love for the outdoors, hunting and fishing and sitting in a tree stand and watching the sunrise or a duck blind or watching the mist come off the water when you're out on the lake getting ready to make your first cast, all that stuff. We all have that same makeup, that same wiring in our chip. So at the end of the day, we're all blood brothers. And guys, that's what we're going to show you here on Blood Brother TV. We're all blood brothers. Whether you're hunting the most expensive lease in Arkansas during duck season, your granddaddy's farm in Iowa, or public ground right here in Tennessee, it's the tie that binds us together that makes us all blood brothers, is the reason we're out there and the reason we love it. I'm a blood brother. Are you?
Welcome back to Blood Brothers TV.
You get a bird in about 10 yards and he's not doing exactly what you want. You know, I think sometimes you kind of get them little demons running around in your head, and you know, I went on and gave him the okay to shoot, and you know, he had to wheel around kind of weird and awkward, but for whatever reason, you know, he didn't put it on its head, and you know, it was a clean miss.
Jesus.
What the heck?
How the heck did I miss him?
I mean, everybody's gonna miss. I'm gonna give him crap about it for years. You know, sometimes things just happen like that. But it worked out good, you know. It wasn't probably another 20 minutes. You know, 2 more galvers come out, and to be honest with you, it was prettier than when that one came in, if that's possible.
Got some ropes. Got aim. About 3 or 4 yards to the right of him. And then follow them in. And I'm going to let them do their thing until I'm ready to not let them do their thing. Just hit him this time.
No. So Nathan and I, we share the same interest. We do a lot of hunting, fishing, everything together. We enjoy each other's company. We help each other out if need be. Like there'll be times when he's working and I need him to help. He'll do all he can to get away from his job to come help me. Like if I shot a deer and I need help getting it, bringing it in, he'll do all he can to come help me to just make it a little easier for me. And I would do the same for him, and I have done the same for him. Whether it's you know, even if we're just fishing and, you know, somebody needs to hold the light for somebody at nighttime to use the light or to dip a big flathead or anything, we just kind of work together. And we've worked together in those ways for many years, and that's why we get along so good, and that's why we love to do what we do, is because of camaraderie. We enjoy each other's company. We're good hunters. We take pride in what we do. Great to having a good friend like Nathan, a brother that will be there when you need him. So I've been hunting with Nathan all season long, and he gave me a call one day and invited me up to one of his own farms, which a brother would do, invite somebody, you know, to come up and to hunt. I had to work that night, and I had to drive clean for 3 hours just to get there in time to hunt, but I wasn't going to pass it up.
We hit it off pretty quick, really. I mean, we got to talking about fishing, and shoot, I bet we went fishing probably three nights a week sometimes there during ball season. We was catching channel cat and flathead. It didn't matter what we was doing as long as we was, you know, outside. Just a lot of fun. When turkey season comes around, that's all we do. Then we're gonna get our turkey, and then, you know, we're gonna go find somebody to go shoot a turkey. We're gonna go call turkeys together. We're a pretty good combination. You know, he's got him an old box call that I've seen call turkeys in from, I think, at least a half a mile away, if not further. I mean, it's crazy. And of course, I like to use mouth call. I like to kind of do whatever we need to do, really, to get a turkey. You know, tricking turkeys is fun.
Okay.
Good job, baby.
Oh, shoot.
Good job, baby. Good job. Wasn't taking no chances on that one.
No.
I had him dead to rights.
I was running out of tape, man. Nothing would do it today.
Man, we could have doubled today.
Oh, yeah. Guess how I go buy a tag. That's not very, he's in pretty tight. That's my fault. I mean, persistence got the bird today, but I set that decoy wrong. Didn't ever figure they'd all come from that way. A little catch and release.
I'm gonna hate losing this spot.
A little catch and release. Turkey hunting.
I think that's a better bird.
Think so? I don't know.
I don't know though.
Run out there and check it out.
Blood Brothers TV will be right back.
Get yours today at Cabela's and participating supercenters or your local sporting goods retailer.
Welcome back to Blood Brothers TV.
You know, there's a lot of guys that hunt, and you know, there's some guys are good at it, some guys, you know, they're all right at it, and I don't know where we fall in that category. But Scott he's going to put his time in, and a lot of that's what you need to be a good hunter, is putting the time in. I mean, you can't be stupid about it, and that's what I like about Scott. I mean, we're going to go put our hours in the woods, and we're going to get some things done, you know, we kind of hunt the same, and, you know, it works out. We don't get in any arguments or any of that kind of stuff, you know. But that's really why I like hunting with Scott, is besides being a good friend, we kind of hunt the same, and we kind of see things the same.
By the time we got set up and got the decoys and everything set up, it was about right time. So we had no more than sit down. Nathan called, birds gobble, pretty close. We're like, oh man, you know. It wasn't no time. Gobbler comes in and bum rushed the decoy, but then he was right back out. I couldn't get a shot on him. We let them go. They looped back around the logging road, called, they gobble. We're like, this ain't gonna happen now. So we let them go. They kept gobbling. We let them loop all the way back around. It's almost a full circle. We let them go. They kept gobbling, which let us know their location. We let them go. So then we looped, made another big loop around on them. Got down there at the bottom of this field by this big oak tree. Got set up. Turkeys are still gobbling. We get set up, get one hen out there. We call, birds gobble. Call again, birds gobble. It wasn't no time. We call again, birds have cut the distance about 20 yards. So we're thinking to ourselves, it wasn't gonna be no time we're gonna be able to see these birds. Nathan calls, gobble, and then there they are. They show up. They come right around through this gap in this field.
Scott, he's more or less a manager of a casino, and you know, he manages all the people running around and making sure everybody's happy and all that. But you know, he works weird hours. You know, he goes in about probably 5 or 6 in the afternoon, and he'll work till 4. You know, and he'll go hunting every day. You know, either he's gonna go hunting after he gets off work, and he'll hunt, you know, a morning hunt, or sometimes he'll just work on through. He'll get an hour and a half a nap, and then he goes in and works again. And you know, that's, you know, there's a lot of guys who wouldn't do that. I mean, that's dedication. You know, he never gets run down, and he's always upbeat about it. He's tore up with hunting. I mean, we're already talking about shooting turkeys, you know, and it's 2 months away, and he's always sending me deer pictures, and he's like, where should I put this camera? Or, you know, I'll go out and help him set a stand, and, you know, he'll do the same thing for me. So he's ate up with it just about as bad as I am. Hunting for me with friends is, you're going to make that time to go hunting, so you might as well go do it with somebody, you know, that you enjoy spending time with, and more or less that kind of just builds a bond, and, you know, gives you a lot of memories too. You know, throughout the years, you know, we can remember, you know, first turkeys and what'd this turkey do, or, you know, remember that deer I shot, you know, and just more or less just strengthens the friendship. You know, Scott handed me the gun, and you know, I don't get to shoot all the time, and I wouldn't have had to shoot it. I'd have sat there and watched the show, but I was ready to fill a tag, I guess. When he handed me that gun, you know, there wasn't no doubt that I was going to shoot that turkey.
Two of them.
Woo!
Oh my goodness.
What a hunt. Wow. Look at that.
Oh no. That's like 15 yards.
Yeah.
That's a facial.
Look at those babies.
It's in a quarter.
Blood Brothers TV will be right back.
Are you geared up for this upcoming turkey season? Serious turkey hunters will now find all their bases covered at their local sporting goods retailer. Cherokee Sports Featherlight Fusion Series decoys are designed to be the most realistic and mobile decoy produced today. Super lightweight and compact photo printed bodies with heads molded from real freeze-dried turkeys. It just doesn't get any more realistic. From the full strut Billy Bat Act to the feeding wobblehead hen with multiple models in between, turkey hunters will find a decoy for every need. By far the most mobile and realistic decoys on the market, these decoys will fit in the side pocket of most turkey vests, enabling you to carry a whole flock easily. If you're serious about being successful this turkey season, you'll want the very best decoy available. Cherokee Sports Fusion Series turkey decoys have got you covered. Available at Gander Mountain, The Sportsman's Guide, and fine sporting goods retailers. Get yours today.
Welcome back to Blood Brothers TV.
I've always done the construction because it allowed me to get outdoors pretty much when I wanted. You know, and ever since playing baseball with my buddies, actually Scott in particular, we've always said, you know, we'd love film hunts, do whatever, you know, deer and turkey, and you know, we filmed turkey hunts all through high school when we could. You know, I always had that in the back of my mind that I wanted to do that, and then, you know, I finally got things kind of situated where I could actually, you know, pursue that. I've been lucky enough to meet the right people.
There's 3 of them over there. They will not like this at all.
I guess I was born kind of with a, what I'd say, you know, an artistic eye, or a little bit of creative sense to me, and I think that's helped me a lot. And one thing that I really like about being able to video different people, besides just, you know, getting to meet a lot of guys that like to hunt just like I do, but you know, you kind of get to put that creative spin on it.
Three of them right over there.
I always taught if you, you know, if you have a gift, you need to use it, or if you can follow your passion or your love, you need to do it. And I got lucky enough that, you know, I make a living doing what I love to do, and that's you know, chasing ducks and geese and turkeys and deer, and you know, whenever I get a chance, I'm gonna go hunting too, but I get to go and share that with everybody else too, which is, you know, that's a very cool deal. I mean, it's really neat. And when I get to video somebody, you know, you get to share that with somebody. They're feeling about the same thing you are inside. Or you get a turkey in about 5 yards or 10 yards, and you know, he gobbles or something. And it'd be cool by yourself, but you know, some guys might not believe it, you know, but having that guy there beside you and getting to video it and then showing, hey, look what I did today. Have you ever had one that close? That's kind of cool. A lot of people don't even, besides just not understanding what's out in the woods, you know, they don't ever get to see it. They don't get to see a cool sunrise with, you know, turkey gobbling, you know, 100 yards in front of you, or, you know, ducks landing at your feet, or, you know, deer walking right underneath you, you know, and you get to take a picture of him, and you either get to decide, are you going to shoot him, or are you going to let him go? And, you know, it's all very neat being able to share that with a buddy or a new friend. You know, and I'm thankful that the outdoors has given me a lot of opportunities, and you know, to meet a lot of guys, new friends, you know, build stronger friendships with the friends I've already have, and you know, not only that, it's given me an opportunity to do what I love to do.
There you go, they're running. They're running. Come right to that strutting decoy, that breeding hen.
And I don't pull the trigger and stuff as much as I used to, but it's still hunting. You know, it's still tricking. It's still tricking the animal and making him believe something he wants to believe, and that's probably the part I like about it the most.
Oh, shoot. They were ticked off.
As long as I'm outdoors and hearing the birds sing and, you know, whatever you're hunting, getting to see what we're hunting, you know, that's really the bottom line for me is to be outdoors.
Oh, good bird. Good bird. Good hunt. Heck, they might even be 1 1/8 inches. I don't think they're quite 1 1/4 inches. Good bird. Wow.
I'm Nathan Wilt, and I'm glad I got to share the outdoors with y'all.
Blood Brothers TV rocks. Become a Blood Brother by going to www.bloodbrotherstv.com. Brought to you by Cherokee Sports. You've been watching Blood Brothers TV.